Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess Hover. This is Wilson. He's 3.5 months old. He's particularly fussy these days. I think it's just the time of life we're in. This video is Baby 102. It's a follow-up to Baby 101, which some of you guys have seen. It's like the most basic baby stuff that you probably already know, but I really didn't know. As I said before, when I had Eloise, my 4-year-old, I wasn't near my mom, or I don't have like an older sister or someone who could tell me what I was supposed to be doing. And so we just kind of figured it out as we went. And so this time with this guy, it's significantly easier because I've done it before and now my sister's had a baby and I have a lot of help this time around. And I want to make a video that will help you. So for those of you who feel like you have no idea what you're doing with your baby, or you're not around people who can show you the basics, this video is for you guys. I'm going to start by putting this baby in my ring sling. So if you saw the last one, you remember that I was using the Ergo carrier. I still love that one. I keep it in the car and use it every time we go out. But here at home, I use this silk ring sling. It's my sister-in-law made this one for me, but you can buy them. I could link these things. So just to say, this video is not selling you anything. It's not sponsored by anyone, but I will add links for everything I use in case you want to get anything like this. So I slide it over. I used this when he was first born, so fresh newborn. I would wear him out of the house in it, and then he got big fast, but he was still pretty wobbly, and I felt like I couldn't figure out how to have him in here. Oh, remember, I'm really good at this stuff. So that's, yeah. Nothing has changed. So, you know, just, it's okay. It might feel kind of awkward putting him in. Seems fine. Okay, and then I spread his little legs out. Remember, I used that cord thing? Oh yeah, pacifier clip. Yep, I don't have it attached to me right now. But okay, so now he's in. The ring sling's really pretty. A lot of moms do this way better than me. I watch some moms at playgrounds do it, and they're just like, poof, poof. And so I try and be like that, but then yesterday I almost dropped him. I've never dropped him, but I felt like I almost did. Voila! Don't we look like vegans? That's what I always feel, is like those vegan moms who are really nuts in granola, and they're so good at being moms. That's how I feel when I wear this. His pacifier, still using that thing. Plug him right in, and it's highly likely he'll fall asleep on me now. Maybe not, because we're a little bit hot, but this is what I use in the house when I want to have my hands free to do stuff like this. Next thing I can show you. Come here. This is a part of my life that I could have shown you in every previous video because I got it the moment he arrived. Sound machine. The thing I do differently with this guy that I should have done with Eloise is I sleep with the sound machine basically in my ear. It's right next to my head. I sleep here because my baby sleeps next to me, and babies make so much noise when they sleep, and every time they make noise I wake up. With Eloise, I woke up with a lot of anxiety all the time because I always thought she was gonna die. With him, I feel a lot more confident that he's not gonna die. I still sometimes freak out, but not always. And the sound machine helps me to sleep through some of the like squeaking that he makes. I hear him all the time, but this has actually helped a lot. So a sound machine near my head is maybe more for me than him, but it helps him sleep. When I turn on the sounds, he likes it. The other thing I can tell you is that I use a sound machine in the car, but it's an app. I have an app called Sound Sleeper, I think. And ironically, this kid hates riding in the car, but he loves the sound that is called car ride. So we get in the car, I blast the sound that's called car ride, and then I drive my silent Prius down the road. So if you're outside my car, you don't know I'm coming, but if you're inside, you think you're in a tractor, and he likes it. I will start by saying that I feel like every company markets to moms because they know we're desperate. So they say like, this product will help your baby sleep, or this product will help your baby stop crying. And they know we're gonna spend the money on it because we are so tired of not sleeping and hearing babies cry. So because of that, I am really hesitant to buy things that are really expensive for my child because I think it's all a scam. When he was born, I bought a cheap car seat off of OfferUp, which is kind of like Craigslist, and it worked fine for the first few months, but then recently he cried every time we put him in it, and we figured out that it's really uncomfortable. It's kind of like sitting on cement. I would never want to ride in it, so why am I putting him in it? So I sold it on OfferUp, and I bought a better car seat, much more luxurious, soft, plush, like riding in a cloud. This car seat, if you buy it new, is pretty expensive. I think it's worth the money. I don't have that kind of money to spend on a car seat, so I got a used one and it's been delightful. He still freaks out riding in the car. I know that it's not because he's uncomfortable though. I think he's bored or something. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. Hopefully he'll pass through that time. Last week, we finally got to the point where Eloise doesn't cry when he cries in the car, so car rides have gotten significantly less stressful for us.
What's wrong, baby?
I think riding in a car is one of the worst things that I do. It takes forever to load the kids in the car, and then he cries a lot, and that's okay. I just know that the time will pass, and eventually we'll get to a point like I did with Eloise where riding in the car was fun. That'll come. I don't know when it comes. I hope it comes tomorrow. It hasn't come today. I was already in the car with him and he cried the whole time. Next thing I can tell you, in the last video right over here was our bassinet. We have since given the bassinet away because we didn't use it very much. With Eloise, we used it all the time. With this guy, I have a DockATot. I didn't have a DockATot with Eloise. With this guy, I'm using my sister's DockATot. It's been a delight. I let him sleep overnight in the DockATot. I know, some of you guys are not gonna think that's a great idea, and that's okay, I get it. Do what feels good for you, do what's safe. If you were my family, I would say, hey, listen, I let my baby sleep in the DockATot overnight, so do a lot of my close friends. They seem safe and fine. If you're just a general viewer who's freaked out by that, then don't do it. And you don't have to write me about it. I already know that some people think it's safe and some people think it's dangerous. I do it. So we got rid of the bassinet, gave it to a friend. We're using the DockATot. He sleeps either in the DockATot on the bed with me if Sean hasn't come to bed yet. When Sean does come to bed, we move the DockATot down to my side of the bed and he sleeps in that, and it's pretty convenient. The other thing I did differently from last time is I have now a rocking chair in my room. So with Eloise, every day I used this rocking chair, but with this guy, I thought maybe I wouldn't. I don't know why. So we had the rocking chair in Eloise's room and I thought I could do without it. But now, sorry buddy, now I use it for like evening freakouts when he's losing his mind right before bedtime, or late night nursing. Sometimes I nurse in bed, sometimes I lay down and nurse and he nurses next to me and we're both kind of asleep. And sometimes I get in the rocking chair and nurse him there, and it's been really, really nice. Eloise did color on the rocking chair, but she chose my favorite color, pink. So that's great. We punished her, took away princess dresses. So this rocking chair you can get on Amazon. I think it's not very expensive. You would probably get one used. I don't know. It's been very helpful to us. Maybe you would like it. It's also just sweet. You rock and you feel like a grandma. You just say prayers and think nice thoughts, and it's sweet. Now we can go out here. I can show you the living room. If you remember, we have a baby swing. We have loved the baby swing up until recently. The baby no longer likes to be in the swing, but I'm not committed to getting rid of it yet because I feel like maybe sometimes he might like it. So we use the swing as a shelf for his toys. So the baby now uses toys. It's pretty fun. These toys are all from a company called KiwiCo, and they make noises. Often I lay him on the ground on his tummy or on his back and just kind of play with these with him. I told you in the last video that a young baby will cry because they're uncomfortable or tired or want to be held. I don't remember all the things I said. The one I want to add to the list though is that now my baby cries when he's bored. So he wants to be held or he wants to see the world or something. What I need to invest in and haven't yet is one of those mats where the baby lays down and then it has like a mobile over the top of it. A baby gym. I probably should invest in a baby gym. I feel like babies everywhere, I love it, but I just haven't yet. I still use the little baby bath, the pink one sometimes. So now what I do is I put on my swimsuit, I get in the bathroom with him, we play, it's really sweet, he loves it, he looks so cute after, and then I get out. The reason why I like doing it in a swimsuit is just in case I need help, then I can yell to anyone in my house because my husband lives with us, but also so do friends, and I don't know, I just don't want to be the naked lady who's like, ah! This chair is where I nurse a lot, so I'll sit here to tell you this. If you've been following along with us at all, you know that this guy had thrush for so long. It was so annoying. We did antibiotics and then it went away, then it came back. Then we did probiotics and then it seemed like it went away and then it kind of came back. And I don't know, I think time has helped it heal. And also I have this antifungal spray that I've been spraying on myself and on his booty, because thrush is a yeast infection that gets in his mouth, but then it also gets on my breasts, and then he develops yeast in other places like his bum, and that's where he gets a painful diaper rash. Anyway, in that process, he only nursed on my left side. I could only get him to nurse on my right if I flipped him and made him think my right side was my left side, and it was just all very stressful. And my left side was really big, like a grapefruit. My right side was like a little cutie. I don't know if you know what those are. Anyway, this little guy, I don't know if you've heard of it. I never knew what this was. Didn't have it with Eloise, but it's a Haka, and you like suction it onto yourself, and it catches your letdown. So, hi buddy. So when he's nursing on one side, this thing would catch the milk that would come out of the other side, but then it would also kind of pump more out. And I feel like between doing that and pumping sometimes on this side, I didn't lose the milk on this side, and now I'm really thankful because he's healthy again and he's nursing on both sides. I would show you this on the baby, but he doesn't want to be a part of this video very much, so I'll show you on this penguin. Is my baby stand-in. I told you in the last video that I've been using these little pee-pee teepees for diaper changes because it helps catch the stray pee that flies. He hasn't really been peeing on his face that much, or on me. What I've learned is that when I'm changing his diaper, I need to find his little ZZ and push it down, because otherwise it just shoots in any direction, and then the pee comes out, and then he pees in his pajamas, and that's so annoying. So I push it down, like so, and then change his diaper, and then the pee goes right in there. Oh, remember when you're wiping a girl, you're wiping from front to back so you don't cause an infection in her area. With a boy, I don't know, just tuck it down and look how cute he is. Last thing. I feel a lot more like myself than I did even like a week ago. And I've done a couple things that maybe could help you. One is I limit my social media time. Weird that that would affect it, but maybe not that weird. I limit my social media time because I feel like it just helps me to be more present and not compare myself. And then when I get on, I'm really intentional about what I'm doing. And then when I get off, I'm here and I'm just right here, and that's good enough. The other thing that I do is I received some childcare. I got part-time childcare a few hours a week, and it is such a gift. I'm so thankful. Helps me to have some time to myself. Receive help in whatever form it comes, receive it. It's hard, do that. And then I go to the YMCA now. He's 3 months old. The YMCA lets you put your kid in childcare if they're 3 months old. So there's 3 YMCAs in my area. I picked the one that I like the childcare the most. I trust the people the most. And they happen to have a baby swing. So I go and I put the baby in the swing. He sleeps. I work out for a little bit. I respond to messages and do whatever I want. Eloise loves it. And then I pick up the kids and we go, and it helps so much. So take that for what it's worth. You're doing really good. I make these videos not because I feel like I'm a professional mom and I really, really believe in the stuff I'm doing. It's more like I'm figuring it out, and I wish that I had somewhere to go to get help in my process. So I'm hoping that this will be helpful to you guys. You're doing really good. If I can be a mom, you can definitely be a mom. A friend of mine recently, who is like the best mom I know, she said that motherhood is her sweet spot, and she feels so like confident and comfortable in the things she's doing. I don't feel like that at all. I think motherhood is so sweet, and I'm really thankful that I can be a mom, and I'm thankful that I can encourage moms, but I don't really feel like I'm nailing it at this thing. So there's that. I really believe in you guys. I believe that if I can do this, you can do this, and you're gonna be great at it. And I'm so excited that we can do this together in some way. I'll see you on Instagram. I'll see you next week. If there's anything that you want to see on this channel, let me know, leave it in the comments. You're doing so great, and we'll see you soon. Okay, bye.